I'm Adrienne Williams-Octolin, Director of the Office of Disaster Recovery, and welcome to another edition of Recovery Roundup. This edition, we're going to hear about a very important project for the people of St. Croix. But before that, I'll turn it over to Larissa Ellis, who will give you the recovery updates across the territory.
From the WTJX studio on St. Croix, I'm Larissa Ellis. The Virgin Islands Territorial Emergency Management Agency began the long-awaited process of installing new tsunami warning sirens this month. Funded by $1.6 million from FEMA's Public Assistance Program, the project includes 44 new sirens territory-wide that will provide immediate evacuation warnings to swimmers, shoreside residents, and businesses in the event of a tsunami. FITEMA Director Darrell Joshin was on site at Magens Bay to mark the beginning of the project.
Behind me is one of the first of our new tsunami sirens. You've noticed behind me it's also no longer a wooden pole. It's a steel hot dip galvanized pole, approximately 40 feet up in the air and about 10 feet in the ground. And you can see guide wires behind it. It has solar panels on it, a radio, and on top of it is what we call the tsunami siren head, where the actual audible tone goes out that alerts you or warns you if you're going to have a tsunami hit the territory. So we have 19 of these going on the island of St. Thomas. Then we have one going to Water Island. We have 7 going over to the island of St. John, and we have 17 on St. Croix.
As each tsunami warning siren is installed, the public can expect a brief test of the system. The project is expected to be completed this June. Another recovery project that will be completed this summer, much to the delight of Grove Place residents, is the Isaac Boyne's Ballpark on St. Croix. The recreational area accommodates a variety of sporting and community activities. We recently caught up with Errol Abel of the Sports, Parks and Recreation Department and contractor Waleed Abdullah of DVD Construction for more information on the ongoing renovations.
During the hurricanes Irma and Maria, this facility experienced extensive damages to our fencing, the lighting, damage to the basketball and tennis courts, and we have just begun the process of rebuilding this facility.
We have been working here for the past 3 weeks. The first phase of this job was doing the outer fence, and it was completed. Then we built a 4-foot fence from the north side. It was completed as well. And we built the fence for the baseball field. Then we moved and we removed all the old fence that existed on the tennis court and the basketball court. We implanted some new posts, and it will take us another 2 to 3 weeks to complete the job.
This project cost approximately $250,000 to have all this work done. It's being funded by FEMA disaster recovery monies.
The project will also include new field lighting and renovations to the dugouts. The Grove Place Ballpark should be completed and ready for the public by the end of July. Governor Albert Bryan Jr. joined family members of Errol Ulrich Rolson and other dignitaries for a ribbon-cutting ceremony to celebrate the official reopening of the newly renovated Veterans Affairs building in Estate Richmond in late March. The $100,000 renovation project was completed by local contractor O'Reilly Construction and includes interior repairs to the ceiling, bathrooms, conference room, director's office and waiting area, and exterior repairs to the roofing and fencing. Veterans Affairs Director Patrick Farrell said the one-story facility was renovated with veterans in mind.
This belongs to the veterans of the territory, especially St. Croix. I want them to have a place where they're comfortable, feel comfortable in coming to get their services done. We have a pleasant staff, now we just need a pleasant building, so I think we have a match made in heaven.
The Virgin Islands Water and Power Authority is moving forward with plans to build an 18-megawatt microgrid on St. Croix, thanks to a $4.5 million obligation from FEMA. For more information on the project and how it will benefit the community, we spoke to WAPA's Acting System Planning Manager, Marquise McGregor.
Yes, so let's first talk about what a microgrid is. A microgrid is a self-sustaining energy system that provides power utilizing generation, renewable energy resources, energy storage system, and it provides it to a particular load or customer base. Now, the customer base in this case will be the consumers of the Gregory Willock substation. This includes consumers in Frederiksted Town, Henry E. Rolson Airport, Enfield Green, Wim, Williams Delight, and other areas like that. Our project, it comprises of a PV solar array, which will be located in the Adventure Hill site. This will be about 18 megawatts of solar power, as well as a 20 megawatt hour battery system that will be located at the Gregory Willock substation. It means more reliable energy. Whenever we have generation issues in the Richmond power plant, the microgrid will activate and provide continuous power to all of the consumers in the Gregory Willock substation. The project itself costs approximately $126 million. We were approved by FEMA for about $4.5 million to cover all architecture and engineering costs.
This obligation covers phase 1 of the project. The cost for phase 2 construction will be obligated after FEMA reviews phase 1 deliverables. The St. Croix microgrid project is one component of the authority's 5-year strategic transformation plan to develop a more efficient, reliable, and resilient electrical system using federal funds. For up-to-date news on all disaster recovery projects in the territory, visit www.usviodr.com.
Thank you, Larissa. And as promised, I'm here today at the Henry E. Rolson to get updates on what's happening with a very important recovery project. And with me is Mr. Tafari Nelson, a mechanical engineer with the Virgin Islands Port Authority, who has direct oversight over this project. Mr. Nelson, tell us a little bit about where we are and what this project entails.
All right, so this project is the first of 4 of the terminal expansion project. What it focuses on the expansion of the holding room specifically. This is where departing passengers leave to go abroad to America. This is basically double the capacity for passengers, makes it more accommodating for more passengers as well as the passengers that are already here. And I'll pass it over to Kyle. He's our project manager. I'll let him do a little more introduction of who he is.
Thank you. This is Kyle Hawley with American Infrastructure Development. With a project manager on the project. We started the design of this project in 2018. Applied for a federal grant, which was granted to us, basically to double the capacity of the existing hold room, as Tafari mentioned. We're going to about 18,000 square feet of air-conditioned space. If you're familiar with the airport, the old arcades when you got off the plane and walked to baggage claim, that's all going to be enclosed now. Adds about 300 seats, new air conditioner units, new finishes, new hurricane rated glass, and a lot of energy efficient upgrades such as proximity lighting, basically to make it run like a modern terminal should. I'm going to turn it back over to you and let Paul with J. Benton talk a little bit about the specifics of the construction process.
Well, Paul, you know that this is definitely recovery projects are a partnership where we contract with construction companies to be able to get the work done. What does this mean for Benton to have such a critical project?
Well, we're just really happy to be here and be part of this project. This is a high exposure to the public and everybody here at the island and abroad. We're happy to do this. Our workforce is made up of about 70% self-perform. We have about 30, 40 people on this job currently that work directly for Benton, plus our subcontractors. Most of those are local hires as well. So it's a good project for the community to have people working here that take part of it. Some of the features, like Kyle said, is we have the aluminum and glass storefront, a little over 300 feet of that. We also have a terrazzo flooring that's going to be beautiful. We have architectural ceiling that's grid ceiling that's going to be really nice. It's going to be a beautiful project. Happy to be here.
Yes. Well, this is really exciting news. We received a $7 million grant from the U.S. Department of Commerce through the Economic Development Agency, and this is going to take us to the next level here. Governor Bryan has committed to ensuring that our product, our tourism product, and overall transportation and our building of our infrastructure continues to progress. Now, if you want to stay up to date with what's happening with the recovery, make sure you tune in the last Thursday of every month to WTJX for Recovery in Focus. And I promise you to be on site again for another Recovery Roundup because we'll continue to build a legacy of resilience.